How's it going out there, everybody? If you're from, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel as usual. Um, so I'm kind of late. I know it's late recording this. Well, this video is definitely late too. This topic is late. This has been a hot topic for a while. I wanted to give my 2 cents in on this. I just wasn't sure how to vocalize it, so I had to sort of mull it over a little bit before I decided to hop on here and say anything about the situation. So, if you you should probably know at this point, this happened during Black History Month, so I guess in a way this kind of pertains to movies. This is a movie review channel, and like I said, I'm doing more stuff with this channel as well too. But so, if you guys know, this was the during the BAFTA Awards. Uh, we have a Tourette's, a guy who was diagnosed with Tourette's. His name is John Davidson, and he was at the BAFTA Awards where it was Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan. I thought I heard that they were presenting. I believe it was Avatar. It was like an award for Avatar, the third Avatar movie. So it was at BAFTA, and what happened was John Davison, he's been diagnosed with Tourette's, where he basically blurts out like really offensive language, very offensive slurs, basically. So if y'all know, while Delroy Lindo and Michael B. Jordan were presenting on stage, uh, John Davison, he blurted out the N word. He dropped the N bomb on stage while they were presenting the award. Now, I know people probably be like, "Man, you're bringing up a serious, topic," and it's like, yeah, if you actually go back and watch a lot of my old stuff too, I kind of started this YouTube channel out doing that because it was I believe it was the Monique video. Was it the Monique video? I think got over was probably to this day is still like my highest view uh video on my entire channel. I think it got like over 3,000 views. So so yeah, I used to talk about topics like these on this channel before I decided to just transition over and just start doing movie reviews and promoting my writing on here. But so anyway, that's a little history of the channel. So what happened? Yeah, so he said the N word, and it caused a lot of outrage, rightfully so. Uh, and I remember Alan Cumming coming out, which to me it didn't feel like that was too much of an apology, really. And there wasn't really a really big issued apology until there was a lot of outrage about this. And then not to mention, this isn't this first guy's incident. It's like it's just super weird that he didn't outburst like this towards anybody else but black people once they hopped on stage. And then you gotta think this isn't his first incident. He's done this before. So I've read comments in the comment section that's sort of defending this. I don't I don't want to I don't want to attack someone because of their disorder. I get it. Tourette's is rough. I actually read up his condition too. I've never actually heard of it before, but it is a condition where it just allows him to he just randomly just his mind forces out just random offensive slurs. Uh, and I get it. He had his I guess he was there to promote his film called I Swear, which is to sort of give like Tourette syndrome awareness. So I get why he was there. However, I still feel like he shouldn't have been there. Maybe there's another way we could do this or something, because you didn't cut it out first of all. But y'all sure as hell made sure to cut out that "Free Palestine" that somebody shouted. Uh, but yeah, you didn't cut out him, dropping this N bomb out of nowhere. And that shame on BAFTA for letting that pass at all, and shame on Alan Cummings for trying to make light of what happened. I mean, what he said was pretty pretty offensive, and I know he has Tourette's. I get it, which makes me think. I'm wondering with his mind being on that specific word or whatever, is that like sort of wired into his brain or something like that? I don't know. It was just weird. It was really weirdly timed, and again, for this to not even be his first time doing something like this, him having this incident similarly with other, like, black actors who have came out and said that, yeah, this isn't his first time doing that. uh yeah, so yeah, just it's to me, it's just sort of, it's shame on it's shame on Alan Cummings. It's shame on the BAFTA Awards for even allow it to go through the edits. Again, the I understand why you cut the Free Palestine stuff, um, but at the same time, though, it's like, but you let this get through. You let the fact that he, like, offended black people, and it was on Black History Month. Like, it was during Black History Month. That is wild. Um, Around the same week where we just recently had a teacher who forgot to mute her mic on a Skype call, and just had the most colorful racist stuff to say about her black kids. Calling them unintelligent, but she was unintelligent enough to not mute her mic. So, you know, calling the kettle black, I guess. So, but yeah, this is, I'm no, I'm I can't defend, like, I'm like, like, again, I get his condition. I don't know what it's like to have Tourette's or anything like that, but I just felt like there were better ways to handle this. And again, there was really no apology issued until there was outrage, which just seems to be a common theme. Uh, we don't do anything about it unless there's some outrage. Uh, but yeah, this is insane. So that's just sort of my take on it. Um, like I said, I wanted to get around to this video. I saw people defending it. I saw people who were kind of lukewarm and in the middle of it, and then I saw people that was kind of like, no. And I'm one of those nah people. Like, I can't just take this and go like, you know what? Yeah, he's got Tourette's. Everybody, let's. It's like, there. It still could have been handled better. And again, like, I get he's presenting his film, but but this guy has this condition. Why is he there? Why are you going to air that? Just have him air that to where millions of people watching at home, millions of people in the audience can hear this guy say that. Why would you do that? I would say get a special accommodation for him or something. That would be my 2 cents on that. But I don't. A lot of me feels like he shouldn't have been there. Um, because again, he has this condition where he's going to yell out offensive stuff. And then didn't even bother to cut it out too. So there's just no excuse for that at all. I thought BAFTA handled this very sloppily. I thought Alan Cumming handled this very sloppily. Um, and again, it's not like John Davison immediately came out and apologized. Again, like, the only reason why they even apologized because there was backlash. And and I just kind of saw it. Now, maybe I shouldn't be used to stuff like this, and I've grown numb to it. But that shouldn't be a good thing to grow numb to, is racism. But you know, like I said, I didn't. I wasn't trying to bring anything controversial like that on here. But like I said, I've talked about controversial stuff on this channel before. Like I said, go back and check the Monique video I did. Um, I did a video too on the white girl, I believe, that hopped on the stage and said the N word at the Kendrick Lamar concert. So I've done videos like these before, and they've gotten some pretty decent views. I've even had people comment on stuff too. So scratching my nose itching tonight. So but yeah, that's my 2 cents on the, like I said, the BAFTA incident. If you have any comments, I do not hesitate. Put them down and be respectful in the comments, please. Be extreme. I was respectful in this video, so please be respectful in the comments section. Or you can get crazy. I don't care. I don't. I said I don't really get offended, but just don't get something. Don't say anything crazy to get your comment removed by YouTube. YouTube is cracking down on a lot of things. So, but yeah, definitely be respectful in the comment section. That is my thoughts on this whole BAFTA situation, and let's get to some reviews. I'll see you next video, everybody. Peace.